Hello everyone, welcome again to the next session on readings on Kerala. Today's class is on Atmopadesa Shatakam by Sri Narayana Guru. Sri Narayana Guru was born at Chemparanthi in Tirunelveli district. His major works include Atmopadesa Shatakam, Darshanamala and Deva Dashakam. The declaration of Srinara Guru that the caste of humanity is being humane. It created new waves in the society then. His aim was to mold the society into a civilized one. You might be quite familiar with the quotable quotes from Srinarayana Guru related to the caste system in Kerala, one caste, one religion, one God for man. Whatever be the religion, men should be good. Be enlightened with education, be strengthened with organization. People may be different in their clothing, language, and religion, but all belong to one caste, humanity. Hence, there is no harm in having marital relation with one another or in dining together. Unquote. So he was for one caste, one religion, and one God for man. So the elimination of the caste system was the primary aim of Srinarayana Guru's social activities, and he toiled for the communal harmony. He knew that the upward social mobility of the depressed classes could not be attained through the propagation of ideology alone. So he devised practical ways for social change through poverty elevation programs. He suggested setting up of industries for providing employment for people. He created awareness against the evil customs like Pulikudi, then Thirandu Kalyanam and Talikattu Kalyanam, and advised people to lead a simple life by giving up extravagance and luxury. The Srinarayana Dharma Paribalana Yogam was founded in 1903 to propagate the teachings of Srinarayana Guru. The contributions of Guru in the field of social renaissance won the appreciation of our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore. So let's move on to Atmopadesa Shatakam. Atmopadesa Shatakam is a Malayalam spiritual work by Srinarayana Guru in the form of a poem. It is considered as the classic work of Narayana Guru, who was a social reformer and spiritual leader of Kerala. The literal translation of the title, Atmopadesa Shatakam, means 100 verses of self-instruction. Atmopadesa Shatakam was written in Malayalam in the year 1897, and it contained 100 verses or stanzas, each of which describing a set of actions performed by the self on itself, affecting and recognizing moments of transformation into an absolute value. The original Malayalam text is set in Mrigendra Mukham meter. So you have to take note of that. The Atmopadesa Shatakam is written in Mrigendra Mukham meter. This expounds the philosophy of Advaita or non-dualism in the search for knowledge. Let's begin with the expert given in the text, part 1. Attaining the core reality that transcends all ordinary knowledge, that irradiates both as the apparent form of the knower and all objects external at the same time, requires the turning inwards of all five senses, accompanied by repeated prostrations, reading, chanting, and mastering scriptures like the present one. So this is the first stanza of Atmopadesa Shatakam. Here, Guru says that the core reality, attaining the core reality, that is ultimate reality, is the one that transcends or that goes beyond ordinary and common knowledge, that irradiates or that brightens or that it can illuminate the clear vision of the knower and all the objects externally. It can illuminate all objects or ideas. If you want to attain the ultimate reality, so we have to turn inward to all five senses. All five senses means, as you know, that it pertains to a sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. This that is, if you want to attain the ultimate reality, we have to turn inward to all these five senses of sight, taste, hearing, smell, and touch. And this can be done through the continuous denial of worldly pleasures, through reading, chanting, and mastering of scriptures. In the second stanza, that is, it starts with like this: mental faculties, senses, the physical body, the tangible worlds. Tangible means that it cannot be touched, that are many. All these, when thought over properly, are seen to be but the various apparent forms divinely assumed by the sun that shines in the transcendental sky above. This realization would come through intense and contemplative search. Our mental faculties, our five senses, our physical body, all those tangible words, all those bonds and bondages, they are diverse forms or various forms of the ultimate reality or the divine. And here, Guru combines this to the sun, which transcends, which goes beyond the sky, which alone brightens the entire universe. And we can attain this ultimate realization through intense search and thoughtful meditation. Moving on to the third part. The illusory appearance of the five basic elements, such as space, that seemingly exists externally, well pondered over, are to be perceived as inseparable from that reality. That reality stands for the ultimate reality or the absolute reality, as are the rows of waves arising in the ocean, inseparably one with it. So here, Guru states that the illusory appearance of the five basic elements of nature, of five basic elements of matter, namely earth, water, wind, fire, and space, though they seem to exist externally, in reality they are inseparable from the ultimate reality or the divine. And here he gives another comparison. Just like in previous stanza, we see the ultimate reality is being compared to the sun transcending beyond the sky and illuminating the entire universe. Just like that, here the relationship between the ultimate reality and the self is compared to the infinite waves arising from the ocean, which cannot be separated from it or which are inseparable. To the last part. Knowledge, the object known, the knowledge of being the knower, these are but the primeval greatness in substance, into the unbroken splendor of that greatness, that unconditioned consciousness substance. One should become merged and remain simply as that. Here, he is saying about knowledge. Guru is saying about knowledge. Knowledge is about the object known. It is the knowledge of being the knower. So here, the knower is the one real subject without whom there can be no knowledge. That is, without the ultimate reality, we can't find knowledge. And by understanding the knower's nature, we can realize the truth of ourselves as well as the world. And what is the truth? The ultimate reality is the ultimate source of all being and existence. The ultimate reality is the truth. The ultimate reality is the absolute consciousness, which is undivided, which is unmoved and unchanging, pure consciousness. One can realize this ultimate reality by merging one's self into the primeval greatness, or the unconditioned consciousness substance, or the core reality. So, the binding philosophy which is embedded in Atmopadesa Shatakam is that you have to merge with the ultimate reality. Merging with the ultimate reality is the essence of ourself, the search for truth and our realization. This is knowledge according to Sri Narayana Guru. And to conclude, this is the binding philosophy embedded in Atmopadesa Shatakam. Thank you. Thank you all for your patient listening.